Championship Series and Olney, Maryland. Those two have a nice ring to it. It's the Cropdusters hosting Game 1 of the Ripken League Championship Series against the Bethesda Big Train, and it's going to be a fun one here. We can't wait to show you all the action and bring it to you live. Thanks again for the time. Ali here with Peyton Yaus. Peyton, Championship Series time. It's going to be a great one.
Yeah, first time in Olney's history. Of course, the Big Train, seasoned veterans when it comes to this championship series, but definitely excited. You got the newcomer trying to knock off the big dog. Should be exciting.
The last time the Big Train team has not been in the championship round was 2016. And they have a three-game or even three series wins. I'm telling you, Big Train, Cropdusters, something's got to give.
Yeah, and this is what you want, the top two teams going head-to-head in a three-game set. A lot of fireworks I'm expecting.
And we'll start things off with Logan Hartman. He was halfway back to St. Cloud's, Florida, back on the Golden Plain, and now he's here with Cade Walter in the lineup. He gets the nod to start things off.
Yeah, and he really provides this Cropdusters team with consistency, right? He's not exactly going to blow you away with the strikeout stuff, but he's going to induce a lot of weak contact, a 194 opponent batting average so far this season, and just that form of consistency that he gives you on the mound, right? He's gone 3 innings and given up 1 or fewer earned runs in 6 of his 7 starts this season. He's not going to go deep and give you, maybe like Kyle Rogers gave you on Saturday, 7 or 8 innings. He's not going to go blow 10, 11, 12 strikeouts past you, but he's just going to give you a quality start. You know what you're getting with him, and I'm expecting the exact same thing from him in Game 1.
Yeah. Quality with Hartman and quantity with Kyle Rogers. He threw 96 pitches in the win against the Braves, Game 1 of the semifinals. And it's Hartman now. The last time he got to go up against the Big Train was on July the 15th at Bethesda, and also July 3rd as well, where he pitched in 5 innings of work, struck out the last batter, and he goes up against Gramercy again in the center field spot. And a strike thrown through. Hartman ahead of the count. We're so underway. Bethesda 20 runs in the clinching win. Game 3 of the semifinals against the Senators, in which the Senators pitching as well as the right side of the infield will look very cold in the first inning, giving up 6 runs. Gramercy with a good look this time, ahead so far, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, 3 very different games from their offense, right? Game 6, you get 6 runs, a very, very acceptable number, and then Game 2, you get shut out. Then all of a sudden, in Game 3, you put up 20.
Over to Gosden, no mistakes. Out number 1, Gramercy, the leadoff guy in Game 1, is retired. Bring up Brennan Wright, a returning guy from last year's championship run. Guy usually in the 5 spot in this team. Last year has been consistently in the 2 spot. Big Train with a 1 out in the top of the first. And here is Hartman. Sending a fastball through, and it's flown over to Duncan, who did not move too much. Out number 2 on the first offer for Brennan Wright. Gramercy on 4 offers. Hartman has got 2 outs, going up against Gonzalez.
Yeah, made it easy on him right there. First offering, takes it out and flies it out into the glove of Duncan. It's going to be key. I know Hartman's not a guy who can go 5, 6, 7 innings, but when you have 3 straight games, you want to try and preserve that bullpen as much as possible. So if you can keep that pitch count down, maybe go 5 or 6 innings, that would be big.
Now it's Hartman against the 2025 Triple Crown winner. There hasn't been anybody like him before. Emilio Gonzalez has got his pep back. He sent a fly ball deep to right field in the second. And he looks this one outside again. 3 spot in the order. Gonzalez wearing number 46. 45 is what he usually wears. But after a car accident, has been able to. Got 46 from that. Pitch outside that time for Hartman, working with the lower corner of the zone. Two of the dangerous batters due up. Gonzalez with a 3-0 count. Malvasio, who had multiple knocks past center field, is coming up to bat with a 4-pitch walk for Gonzalez. He's at first. First base runner for the Big Train. It's Gonzalez at first.
Yeah, and that's smart right there. You know, I understand you give up the walk, but we've seen what Emilio Gonzalez has done, especially as of late. Big home run just the other day in that Senators Game 3 rubber match, so he's a guy who can go deep. Hartman not trying to put anything over the heart of the plate.
Malvasio tags this one to shallow right field. When it goes to the side, it's fouled off. Favorable count for Hartman dealing against Malvasio. Gonzalez makes his way back to first. He had the 4-pitch and the walk. He's just over the side of Melton and guys in back to his spot at short. High pitch. And he didn't mean it that time. It's Malvasio in it now. The Fort Lauderdale guy. University of Central Florida Knight. With a great crowd on hand. Trying to help out Hartman here. He's got a 1-2 count against Malvasio at the plate. And once more. He likes to go the fastballs low into the zone. Last 2 pitches went up high. This one paints to the outside, has stretched it out of that time. And the count goes even. Only base runner so far is Emilio Gonzalez. 2 outs so far for the Big Train. Game 1 of the championship series. And the 2-2 is whistled back into the backstop. Malvasio with good contact so far in this. Behind. And now we'll do the 2-2 once more. Same delivery as the 1-2. And the count runs full for the first time today. Quick sigh. And back to the box engage. Malvasio once more as Emilio takes off. Oh, and this one is sent over the left field line and it goes foul. No, 2-run shot. It was over the line there, and Gonzalez is heading from third to home. Malvasio with the juice early, 2-0, Big Train.
Yeah, and that's the one guy, you say one guy, really not the one guy, because this is a lineup that is stacked top to bottom, but the one guy you really can't give any hittable pitches to, Malvasio. 9 home runs on the season coming into this game. That's his 10th right there. He's got a ton of power, and you throw one over the heart of the plate like he does right there, he's going to make you pay.
With that 2-run shot, Panette trying to do something with it. Going up against Hartman once more. He's trying to close the door on Panette. Out at short, as well as the fly out for Gramsci and right. Has been a good spot. And he misses it in the outer half. Hartman's dealing here. Nice fastballs. 1 low and 1 to the side. Opposite of the guy batting right. Panette in the 5 spot. Sends this one foul just beyond the grandstand. Look at Logan Panett. Batter's box. See if he can send this one in the play. Just ball back to the mound.
Echoes of your words crashing into me, drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over.
Now, I mean, this is an offense that got by with 4 runs apiece in each of the 2 games against the Braves. Bats need to get going early in this game.
They're going up against Jackson Ketchum, a guy who's been a reliever for this team for the last 2 summers. Delivers a nice pitch, a nice breaking ball low and to the outside. But a guy who's given him multiple solo run shots in relief. Gaz has had a great summer with Cropdusters. Following that up with a all-PSAC honored with the Westchester Golden Rams. And it's taken, and it's a ground ball over the head of Panett. He's aboard. Great work for Gazin to get the day going for the Cropdusters. Both teams have a hit on the day.
Yeah, really happy to see him back in the leadoff spot. Hadn't been there for a few weeks, and he's happy to see this man back in the lineup, Cade Walter.
Cade Walter, 7 RBIs. And believe it or not, it was just only last Wednesday we had that time gone by. Great work for do a pitch going low for Ketchum against Walter. St. John's guy. And Jacksonville Dolphin with a good take on the 1-0 pitch. Just small contact with a double play, not in time, but Gosden out, bring up Sammy Berman. First time he's been up to bat, sac fly to drive in Max Waring. Against the Braves, after Scott drove him, nice ball partially blocked by their shortstop Chip Kress. And this one up the gap. Great work for Berman. 2 hits, both of them ground balls, one over the head of Panette and to the opposite.
A hit there, especially using all parts of the field. Hasn't had the strongest season so far, obviously coming back from injury, batting just 158. So definitely happy to see him get a hit and take it to the other side of the field as well.
Ground ball up the right side. Cheating away from the bag as that ground ball was coming down the field of play was Brennan Wright cheating at the second base bag. Now 2 base runners on. And Melton's been a very helpful hand in the hitting department. But early on in this game for the Cropdusters, couple of pitches against Ketchum, you're looking at it.
Yeah, and Ketchum really hasn't had the strongest season by any means either. He's gone 0-2 so far this year, and only one of his outings has gone into the 3rd inning. So he's really just had a sheer inability to make it past really that 3rd inning.
Low 1-0 offering. Breezes past the shins of Melton. Clarksburg guy. And a recent commit to FAU. With Walter cheating away from the bag at second. This one goes towards the lower half and a strike. Behind the plate, Andrew Klinger, who was on hand for that clinching win over the Braves, game 2 of the semifinals. At first, Andy Sams at second base, Mike McCarthy at third. And just like with the home opener, 4 umpires on the day. It's a fancy one, too. Couple of looks to Walter, and the delivery is sent all the way out to left of center. Walter's going to tag up to third, sliding through. 2 outs. Berman stays put at first. Melton with a flyout brings up Boma. Here's Ryan Boma, who only had a walk in the win game 2 of the semifinals, and then in game 1 has been very helpful. Good guy from Olney. Stay that time. Boma firmly in the 5 spot in the last 2 games, trying to get a hit in the playoffs. 5 homers on the summer, too. Crowd's invested in this one. Infielders not moving too much. The middle infielders hugging the outfield grass. And the pitch taken in that outer corner. 2-1 the count for Ryan Boma of Frostburg State and of Olney. And an even count. Another pitch taken in the same spot. Ketchum working with the breaking balls against Boma. Berman does take off before the pitch through. And it's sent down shallow center. Is it gloved, though? Yes, it is. Gramesty in the spot at center field. Usually is a catch for this team. His valiant effort.
Echoes of crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm a storm that's taking over. And I'm a storm that's taking over. Echoes of your words, echoes of your words. I'm a storm that's taking over.
Great hits for the Cropdusters. A ground ball for Gosden, as well as one for Berman. And left 2 on that time. Cropdusters here with Hartman. Deals a fastball and is grounded on 1 hop to Gosden. 1 offer and 1 out so far, Peyton.
Yeah, hopefully a sign of things to come. Just 1 pitch right there. Hoping he can keep that pitch count down after he got a bit knocked around in that first.
And we're in the bottom of the order for the big train. They've got a tall task of seeing how to match what happened in the previous inning. A solo shot and then a full count walk for Gonzalez. Or excuse me, 4-pitch walk. And it's Coleman. First time he's been up to bat was against the Aces. Was a walk, a crucial run plated through. And he shows bunt that time in front of Giuseppe Salvatore. Infielders for the Cropdusters, Sammy Berman at third, Patrick Gosden at short. Been very helpful for this team at that spot. Ryan Boma at second, and at first is Dylan Melton. Cade Walters back at center field. Nice pitch that time. The crowd loves it here. And at right field, Brian Scott, who's been a key contributor in center field. Secured the crucial flyout to win against the Braves. Up the left side gap. Great work that time for Coleman after 1 pitch and an out for Fiscola to bring up Hack.
Right fielder number 15 from JMU, Will Hackney.
One out and a man aboard, a ground ball up the left side. Pitch taken that time, a little bit of movement from the guy batting right against the right-handed pitcher. And he's back standing up. Coleman with a nice ground ball. Second hit of the day for the big train. And this one is got double play potential, and it is. Great work. 6-4-3 to retire the side. And it's time for the Cropdusters to get a run on the board. They're up down by 2 runs.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm a storm that's taking over. And I'm a storm that's taking over. Echoes of your words. Echoes of your words. I'm a storm that's taking over.
The Woodbine native gets things going in the bottom of the second. They got 2 hits but left 2 on, Peyton.
Yeah, that's been one of the issues that's kind of popped its ugly head throughout the season. Just collecting hits but not driving anybody in. So it's just the first inning. Obviously, things can change, but definitely you want to see those Cropdusters start to drive some runners in.
It's Kay Ahern up there. Froze up Emilio Gonzalez with a foul ball off the line. First at bat was in the second inning for him against the Braves. Game 2, line drive up the left field side. Good look that time. Pitch going low from the West Point, Mississippi native, Jackson Ketchum. Now the 1-1 in a hurry. Off the hop. It's handled by Gonzalez, and Ketchum is at the bag before Aaron can get there. An out with Duncan coming up. He's been on base with a hit by pitch and 2 walks in game 1 in the win over the Braves. Hitless so far. The guy who's got good contact and long ball potential if he can get his bat on the pitch.
Yeah, been in a multi-game slump, though, as of late. 2 for his last 19. Both those hits coming in Alexandria on Monday. So, guy whose bat's kind of gone cold as of June or July 20th, excuse me. So, looking for him to kind of break out of that.
And this one's lifted up in the air at left field. It's caught there by Gramesty. Fiscolo coming over there to see where that would be placed. It's Gramsci who calls him off. Crucial flyouts that he was able to grab in the first inning. Backs on the walls for the Cropdusters in the second. Salvatore with nobody on and 2 outs. Nice fastball pumped through that time against Salvatore. Catch him with a 0-1 count. And down at it now with a pitch going inside of the zone. Salvatore of Colorado trying to get on a base. Favorable 1-2 count for him. What he's looked to improve on with the Cropdusters is trying to see where his mentality is. Just getting good positivity up there at the plate. That's very helpful for him too. Breaking ball misses the zone. Even count in a hurry with Jackson trying to get a crucial third out. Not much of a bend for Salvatore at the plate as he tags it off the side of the bat. He went a little top heavy on that one. A calm presence is he back at the plate. Salvatore with Ketchum trying to deliver here, and it goes foul. Took one hop and stayed to the left. Six pitches in, Salvatore fouled up a couple of pitches after Jackson Ketchum was ahead of the count. No balls, 2 strikes, a fastball in that middle half, and then a pitch stretching but making contact with the inner half of the zone. Engaged to Salvatore. Ketchum of Mississippi dealing. Yet again off the plate and foul. The crowd pleaser who drove in 4 crucial runs, Brian Scott on. If Salvatore can get on base. And it's a nice line drive. Gonzalez had to get up there and make the catch. Great work for Salvatore to get Gonzalez to make his way over to that one. And Cropdusters, 3 up, 3 down in this inning.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm a storm that's taking over. And I'm a storm that's taking over. Echoes of your words. Echoes of your words. I'm a storm that's taking over.
In the 9th spot, Jack Gagan will get things going against Hartman. Hartman's gave up 2 hits and a walk so far. Big Train with that 2-run shot. That's the key thing. And down in it early is Gagan. Fastballs and spurts for Hartman in this inning of work.
Yeah, and I think outside of that 2-run home run, he's done a great job. Pretty much everything being put on the ground and getting hacked to ground into that double plate and the previous frame. I think kind of the epitome of that.
1-1 count at the plate, a low pitch taken by Gagan. Going back to the order with Gramercy. This one is fair. Berman's going to throw one across the diamond. Off his front foot. He made it look beautiful out there at the third base side. 3 pitches. A ground out for Gagan brings up Gramercy once more. Helpful in the infield. Caught a sliding fly ball to end the first. And the best chance at it for the Cropdusters early. Breaking ball misses the zone. Hartman trying to deal. 60 strikeouts in high school ball. Has been a very effective pitcher and an ace for the Cropdusters this summer. And this one towards foul territory down the right field line. Good pitch for Hartman. A 1-1 count for Gramercy at the plate in the 1 spot for the big train. And this time it grazes his bat and digs into the plate. No base runners on so far. Gagan with the grounder to the third base side. And this one is lined up the middle. Gramercy's got a knock. A very helpful outfielder on the day. Started off the summer as a catcher. Brennan Wright up once more for the big train with 1 out and a man on.
Yeah, you just got to give Gramercy his flowers at this point. He's been incredible coming into this game, batting .388. There's another knock right there. Such great plate discipline as well. 27 walks to just 11 strikeouts. Just 1 home run, so maybe you knock him on the power, but considering his size, does a pretty good job for that.
Pitch swept into the inside. Hartman down in the count. And this pitch goes low. And to the opposite side of the zone, right near the glove side of Salvatore behind the plate for the Cropdusters. And this one whistles off the side of the bat. Good frame for Salvatore Cheaton to the opposite side of the batter's box. Hitters count, 3 balls to 1 strike. Here's a 3-1. Stretching it up high that time is Hartman. 2 base runners on for the big train with Gonzalez up.
First baseman number 46 from NSU, Emilio Gonzalez.
Formerly of FAU and now of North Southwestern Florida University. Here is Emilio Gonzalez, Cape Coral native, with a wave and a miss. A guy who likes to go with the contact early. Misses that time. Great fastball from Hartman, who's going to deal once more with an 0-1 count. Foul tipped into the glove of Salvatore. Down in the count, not similar to Brennan Wright at the plate early on, is Gonzalez. 1 out so far, 2 base runners on, and he's moving the base runner at second. It went inside on him. Hartman away from the plate, trying to state his case to the home plate umpire Klinger. A youthful umpire who's looking to break into the umpire business. Solid contact, but it's tagged foul behind. Still a 1-2 count. Fifth pitch coming up against Gonzalez. Hartman trying to deliver. A good look to the base runner at second in Gramercy. Pitch going outside. Fastball missing. Still an even count, though, at the plate for Gonzalez. And he's out on 6 offers. Cropdusters crowd at First Responder Field, sponsored by Serpo Rockville Olney. Loving what they saw there. Gonzalez out in a crucial 2 outs and 2 base runner on scenario. You got Malvasio back at the plate, and who has multiple games of multiple home runs. He had 2 home runs in the win over the Senators in Game 3 of the semifinals. And again, he's going up to Klinger. But at this point, you're going to want to think, hey, you don't want to get on his bad side. Most likely giving him a warning. And we saw that last Wednesday after that 3-run shot for Cade Walter. It was the reliever and Kaiser Smith. He was the one who was actually yelling at Walter. He was ejected, but Hartman was the first guy to come on over and say, hey, you can't talk to my guy like that.
Yeah,
an animated guy.
It's been a wild week in terms of the umpires, right? You go back to Alexandra and what happened there when they had some words for leader and then Hernandez getting ejected. Everything that's kind of happened over the past week kind of culminating in this game.
Yeah. So they get a foul out behind the plate, and there's a quick word with him as well as Tim Abel. But the Cropdusters do not allow another run after they gave up the 2-run shot for Malvasio, a foul out for him. We'll step aside in the middle of the 3rd. Cropdusters still down by 2 runs.
Echoes of your words crashing into me, drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm a storm that's taking over.
The crowd pleaser is finally up for the Cropdusters in the 9th spot, with crucial knocks in the Braves semifinals matchups. Is going to send this one down the right field line and foul. Gonzalez looks it behind him, and it is foul for Brian Scott.
Yeah, what a series he had against the Braves. The hero in the bottom of the 8th here on Saturday, and then a big 2 RBI double to start the scoring for the Cropdusters in Virginia on Sunday.
Coming back from an upper body injury. Got to start in the July 1st game against the Big Train. He had to wait a couple of weeks later to record his first official knock. And it was a beauty. A Little League homer, which brought in multiple runs. Down in the count is Brian Scott. No balls at 2 strikes. 3 foul balls. Andrew Klinger is positioned back after giving a warning to Hartman, who's got a strikeout in this game. Nice frame that time. Back in the count is Scott with a 1-2 count. And this one is a nicely placed line drive for Scott. Great knock for him. It's a single to lead things off. Bring up Patrick Gosden once more, who had the leadoff knock, a ground ball in the first.
Yeah, great job right there from Scott. He knows his role. He's in that 9 hole. Needs to send it back to the top of the order with himself on base. Just a cute little poke single over the head of Gonzalez. Great job. And now he gives way to the top of the order. Like I said, still no outs.
Oh, and Scott has to look back to first. A nice line drive to start things off in the third. Gosden can push it long in his 4th at-bat against the Thunderbolts. As he came from Westchester, was able to push through a grand slam deep to left field. Down in the count is he with a low pitch from Ketchum. Doesn't have a strikeout so far, and it's pushed over to right. Safe as Gosden. Out at second is Brian Scott. Similar to how things shook out in the first. There's Cade Walter pushing it towards the shortstop and Coleman that time. Here he is once more. He was left on, was Cade Walter. And again, they look at Gosden. Second attempt over to first. One against Scott. And the grounder to second, which got the out on Scott, who's moving from first to second. And here goes a runner. Throw down from Jack Gagan. Just a bit off. Sliding feet first was Gosden. He's at second. Cropdusters have a knack for stealing multiple bags. They've got 4 in the win, in Game 2 of the semifinals against the Braves on Sunday. And Walter has a nice look at it, try to go long. They try to meet it downstairs. Pitch going at the plate and foul. Right side of the infield moved back just slightly. At the outfield grass is Brennan Wright. The closest one of the infield grass is Panette. A man will move up. Pass ball on Gagan. Potential first runs at third. A crucial spot to be. Leader congratulates him with a fist bump.
Yeah, and that changes his approach right here, most likely for Walter, because with a man on second, most likely trying to put something that's going to land into the outfield and drop and score Gosden. But now since he's on third, he can likely try and swing for the fences here, put one in the air, and score Gosden off the sac fly.
A little bit more contact from Cade Walter down with a 2-2 count. Trying to make something stick. He's going with low pitches from the hand of Ketchum, who's working the breaking balls in that lower corner. It is back in the backstop. Here comes the first run. Supplied, standing through at the plate. Great work from Gosden. Stolen base. Pass ball. Another one off the glove of Gagan. He's safe at the plate. 2-1 in a hurry in the third. And 3-2 the count for Walter.
Yeah, it's one thing you can't do in, a game of this magnitude, right? You can't compound mistakes, and he does that right there on the mound. 2 pitches that get away. Gosden takes full advantage.
Slight graze, and it will go foul to the right. Seventh offer from Jackson Ketchum against Cade Walter with 1 out. And a late call from Klinger yet again to strike out Cade Walter. Fastball low and in the inside corner. Brings up Berman. 2 outs with a run scoring from Gosden from third. Both pitchers have a called strikeout in this game. Top of the third with Hartman. And now bottom of the third with Ketchum against Walter. One of the counts, Sammy Berman with the second knock of the day. Great pitch selection that time. Going with a curveball. Ketchum with a 1-1 count. And this one a breaking ball, and it goes upstairs on him. Seven pitches and a called strikeout for Cade Walter. 2 outs and nobody on for Berman, who's up in it 3 balls to 1 strike. Another character on this Cropdusters team. Had an upper body injury, base running, and now back in the lineup, firmly at third base, and looks at a pitch in the outer half. 3-2, the count for Berman. 2 outs, Cropdusters down by a run. Gosden moved up twice on a pass ball, and this one sent up the line at left field. A 2-out, 2-strike knock and a ground ball. Great work from Sammy Berman. He'll give way to David Hernandez, who'll base run for him.
Yeah, Ketchum just continuing to go with that curveball right there, and Berman watched the first 2, and he wasn't going to make him get another one by him. Makes him pay right there. Great job, and happy to see him with 2 base knocks already.
One of the right side, and this one down the line at the third base side. Hernandez talking with Coach Tyler Leach, who has a quick chat with Tim Abel, the first base umpire. A base runner on. David Hernandez is up at first. And it's Melton up once more, who flew out deep to left center field. Gramercy giving some marching orders for him. Throw down on a late offer. Great work for Berman. 2 stolen base in this inning. Gosden was able to move up early on a 2-0 count for Walter. Berman with the first. I apologize. Apologize to you folks. David Hernandez with a stolen base. And it is a 1-1 count at the plate for Melton, who had a good look at a breaking ball and a fastball going outside of the zone. This one upper half and a 1-2 count. Catch him against Melton with 2 outs. And Hernandez at second with a stolen base. A good take right at the feet of Melton. at the plate. A little bit of base running action. Probably wasn't expecting that. Has to tie up his shoes, get himself composed. Has a good look at the infielders. Closest one to him is Coleman, and he cheats up at the bag at second. Melton with a full count. Boma on deck. Collecting himself and seeing how he likes the feel of his bat. Off of the plate, it is foul. Klinger all over that one. Just like the couple offers that went the way of the big train in the top of the third. Goes to show you that the home plate umpire, everybody's playing to his whim.
Yeah, he certainly had his work cut out for him today.
Everybody's got a good look at this one. Infielder's not too close to the infield grass. And yet again, Klinger with a late call. Story of the third inning for the Cropdusters. Nothing going their way. And another base runner left on. Not after Gazin scored the first run of the day for them.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over. And I'm the storm that's taking over. Echoes of your words. Echoes of your words. I'm the storm that's taking over.
Back here in the top of the fourth inning. Defensive change for the Cropdusters. Hernandez at short. Gazin moves to second. And Boma at third for Sammy Berman, who's got a good look at a ground ball to third. As it was coming his way, the leadoff guy, Panette, tried to send it into that gap. Berman with a good cheat to his left, and that was very helpful for this Cropdusters team who got their first run of the day in the previous inning. And here's Fiscolo at the plate. Takes a good look at a fastball low. And this one is sent into the air. Foul ball to go with a called strike at the plate. 1-2. How about another foul ball for your prospects here, Foscolo? Virginia guy trying to go against the Florida native. Good confidence coming out of the pores of Hartman here. No base runners on, 1 out. And this one not connecting with the zone. It's painted aside. And a pitch going up high. This one is lined for Foscolo after a long battle against Hartman. Couple of breaking balls missed in the zone led to that line drive, bringing up Kieran Coleman with 1 out and a man aboard. Fourth hit of the day for the big train. Coleman got the 2nd out of the 4. A grounder up the left side for him. He's going up against Hartman once more. And these last pitches, 3 balls to go along with a line drive. Galvin Morris having a quick word. Third base coach giving the marching orders to his batter and base runner. Coleman with a 1-0 count. And he's trying to meet him halfway. Hartman does. Sliding back to the plate is Foscolo after the line drive. And a pitch stretching up high. Man's not been there for him.
Yeah, and you can tell after giving up a single to Coleman the first time, just trying to maybe pitch away from him.
Great delivery there. Great work for Hartman. Kieran Coleman still has a favorable count, though, after a pitch going up the zone. And this one met at the upper half. Even count, 2 balls to 2 strikes. Great connection for Hartman. That will go to the backstop. 1 man on who hasn't really moved much. Foscolo. And Coleman with a 2-2 count. Everybody moving up to see where that goes. It's fouled off the side of the plate. How about a look to first? 2-2 the count. Coleman trying to get on base. This sent one right near the legs of Hartman and over to Gosden, who's at second. Got a double play through. Great work from him. And we'll step aside with a Cropdusters still down by a run.
crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over. And I'm the storm that's taking over. Echoes of your words, echoes of your words. I'm the storm that's taking
Now batting for your Cropdusters, the second baseman, number 24.
Great inning defensively for the Cropdusters. A double play from Gosden made it all happen. 4-3 double play brings up Bowman to start things off, Peyton.
Yeah, and Booma, another one of those guys you're hoping can start to pick it up as of late. Hasn't really been there, the offense, I mean. 4 for his last 27. So, during that middle part of the season, he was on fire. So, hoping he can kind of get back to that.
Good look at a pitch going up against Landry Winter, who's got the old jersey of Bagneris. Just late by a step there on a ground ball coming up to third base. Burnett had to cheat backwards in order to make it happen. And out of Cade Ahern, who had a late ground ball over to his counterpart Emilio Gonzalez. But Cade Walter is playing in the DH spot and in the 6th spot in the lineup for the Cropdusters in the 4th. Low pitch taken by Ahern to the opposite side of the plate. And he tried to go upstairs with a pitch, the Woodbine native. He's got great power, a two-way guy. Got to see him pitch late in the regular season, 3 strikeouts. Cheating at the plate is he. It's sent off the side of the bat on a fastball delivery from Winter in the relief spot. Well, Ketchum has 2 strikeouts. He was very, very helpful for them. Cropdusters got 4 hits, trying to get into this game. Cropdusters organization improves every single year. First ever semifinals berth last summer. First ever championship series berth. And this one is in the infield grass on over to the front of Winter. 2 outs in a hurry. It brings up Duncan once more, the Duke Blue Devil.
Batting next to left fielder number 20 from Duke University, Andrew Duncan.
He was able to push it to left field last time at bat. It was Ramesty as well as Fiscolo looking at it over at left field. And the former was able to catch it on the run. 0-0 count for Duncan at the plate. Georgetown Prep looking for some quality at-bats late in the summer. And he's coming from a program that has plenty of ties to the Ripken League. R.J. Hamilton, best hitter in 2023, lifted down the left field line. Two people giving chase with it. Fiscolo at left field was able to glove the 2-0 fly ball. Cropdusters still down by a run and a 3-up, 3-down inning in the fourth.
Echoes of your words crashing into me, drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over.
Will Hackey of Howard County, Maryland, is going to get things going for the Big Train, who were able to stretch out one run in the first, second, third, and fourth innings. Both these teams have 4 runs apiece. The difference is that 2-run shot from Rovazio deep to left field. Hartman still dealing at the plate. He's got a strikeout in this contest against Gonzalez. And a 1-1 count, a called strike at the plate for Hack.
Yeah, I think this is your prototypical game from Hartman, right? Only 1 strikeout, doesn't really rely on the strikeout stuff too much, but just puts the ball on the ground a ton, which is what you want. 2 double plays. Really, that long ball, the 1 knock on him.
Waving a miss for Hack that time. Down is he in that crucial leadoff spot in the 5th. Gagan on deck. A guy who grounded to the left side of the field. And he goes after it up high in the zone. Down on 4 offering is he. Gagan up with an out so far against the Big Train. Harmon's got his second. This one striking out the guy. Gagan up now. Got to play with his brother Bradley, a reliever for this team. Nice pitch taken that time. He's having a quick word with the home plate umpire in Klinger. Hartman trying to get ahead of it. Sliding on the mound. Gagan with a late offer. No balls to 2 strikes. And Gramercy, who's in the 1 spot, will be back to the top of the order for the 3rd time. He's on deck. And this pitch missing on a fastball. And a quick mound visit for Rosenthal. As a player, an alumnus in the Ripken League, played for the Aces in 2011. And in his first year, Glen Elg High School guy replacing Steve Tiffey. And they had a 14-win spring, that is, in the Howard County Public Schools level. And they're looking at the tar patin, or the mound. We saw it early with Brennan Wright trying to dig out of the great work that these groundskeepers have done.
Yeah, and if you remember back to June, Austin Weiss, when he started a game for the Cropdusters, had issues with that same exact part of the mound. So once again, kind of making itself known, but looks like we're all good to go.
But in that case, how important is getting your footing when you're trying to hit, when you're trying to bat, when you're trying to pitch?
Yeah, it's extremely crucial for both sides, and you can tell it's worth a stoppage in the game to make sure it's all good to go.
Mound visit's over. Trying to see if he can get his footing. And this one is lifted, but not out of the reach of Scott. He's got it on the run. An out to bring up Gramercy in the 1 spot. Once more for the Big Train. Championship series in the Ripken League. So on here. Game 1, Cropdusters hosting it after a 6-run 8th inning to take the North and the regular season title. Nobody on. 2 outs. At the line and foul that time. Gramercy with a knock, a line drive. A very crucial fielder as well in the outfield. A sliding catch to end the first for the Cropdusters. And a good look that time gets him with an even count. Hartman, a guy who loves to pump through fastballs early and often. Goes with another fastball. That one to the side and fouled. Scrape the plate too. Crucial pitch from Hartman. And it's got your fist pumping there, Payne. Even count, though. With a nice follow through from Hartman, a 3-2 count. Thought about offering, but he just stayed with it. It's a full count walk for Gramercy to spring up Brennan Wright in the 5th. With that walk for Gramercy, it's the 3rd one he's allowed. Going along with 2 strikeouts in the game. 1 called against Gonzalez. Crucial 2nd out in the 3rd. And then to lead things off with an out on Will Hack. Full count strikeout. Low pitch. Good block that time from Salvatore behind the plate.
Yeah, it's really just this top of the big train order that's given him so many fits. All three of those walks coming to the first, second, and third batters in this lineup. Then you throw in Gramisty's single and Mavazio's 2-run home run in the cleanup spot. It's really just been the top of the order, and for good reason that's given him fits.
Hartman is matching the quality there. Does not like how they were able to work on the mound early before this game could even get started. They look to first and Gramercy with that full count walk. 2 outs already in this inning for the big train.
Oh, you recorded at 6'4", 180. No, it says you went to reservoir.
Even count. 1-1 is the count, with the base runner first slightly moving away from the bag at first. 2 balls to 1 strike the count.
From 71 to 73 or 92. It must have been like when I was a freshman year ago. So what if I look up me and I say, actually, I feel east.
Right near the elbow of Brennan Wright. Salvatore coming up to him. Logan Hartman with a little bit of jitters after allowing a crucial walk and a 3-1 count.
Not Emilio Gonzalez.
Now the mound visit done. First was the footing and probably the pitch selection.
Against Reservoir playoff game.
Wait just a second, Brennan Wright. Fastball painted through. Crowd loves it. 3-2 the count.
The moment's too big for him, I think.
Melton staying away from the bag at first. A base runner does move through with a ground ball. That time from Wright. His first knock of the day, and 2 base runners on.
Yeah, once again, just the top of this order continuing to give Hartman fits. It's been pretty much immaculate if you exclude this top, and you can tell it's just kind of wearing on him. He's a guy who really doesn't go past the 5th inning, so I think he's kind of reaching his breaking point right here.
It is Emilio Gonzalez who was able to score on that 2-run shot for him and Malvazio. Starts this at-bat with a foul ball to the side. Guy who loves to make contact with it early. Gramercy at second with a full count walk. And then a 2-out ground ball up the middle for Wright. Who was firmly in front of Melton at first. 1-1 the count. Foul ball to go along with a ball and a breaking ball to that opposite side of the zone. Just off the side of the bat and foul. Strike. Great work from Hartman to get a reaction from Gonzalez at the plate. And batting left against the right-hander. Outside of the field of play and foul. Couple of foul balls to go along with a called strike and a foul tip at the plate. 7th offer for Hartman in this crucial 5th inning. He's got to adjust himself. But he does like the pitch selection. He has a good nod at Salvatore behind the plate. They're going up against Gonzalez, a great hitter in the lineup for the big train. A little antsy at second is the base runner Gramercy. And the take that time for the batter. This one is sent, not really blocked that time, and 3 base runners are on. It was towards Hernandez of Keller, New Mexico. Gonzalez with a knock on the day.
And now
What
is
an
without a
infield
doubt
knock.
the most crucial at bat, because you've got the bases loaded and you're facing the guy who took you deep the last time up. That was in the first. Now in the fifth, you can tell Hartman just really being pushed to the limit as we have a mound visit ensuing.
And I'm assuming it's not his footing. It's definitely got to be how he feels at the plate with the pitch selection, amount of pitches you got. What do you think?
Yeah, but good thing is he's still keeping the ball on the ground. But I think it just goes back to that at bat with Gramercy, right? He had him in a full count. If he had gotten that third strike right there, that would have ended the inning. And I think just allowing that walk to Gramercy has kind of just compiled all this. And he gives up the single to right and the infield single to Gonzalez. So I think it's just all kind of compounding. Not sure if he's going to stay in, but knowing him, he'll want to stay in.
Yeah. But if you think about it, who would you want to come into this game? Would it be Kyle Rogers? Would it be another player? Who do you have in mind to relieve for Hartman?
Yeah, I think Rogers definitely a good option just because of the experience he's gotten against the Braves in that first postseason series. Definitely a good option for sure.
Went 8 innings, 96 pitches, and struck out 5 batters. Off the side into the grandstand. Down on the count is Movazio. With a 2-1 count his way, he was able to send it down the left field line at the foul pole. A lot of people thought it was not a home run, but a foul ball. But nonetheless, it's paying right there with that nice deal from Hartman. He's down in the count after the mound visit from Rosenthal. Off of his leg, but stepping on the bag. And that was very helpful, too. Strands 3 base runners on. Time to dance if you're the Cropdusters in Game 1 of the Championship Series. First time ever they're doing that.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm a storm that's taking over. And I'm a storm that's taking over. Echoes of your words. Echoes of your words. I'm a storm that's taking over.
Game 1 of the Championship. Ripken Bethesda taking on the Bethesda Big Train. Ali here with Peyton Yaus. Peyton, home team's down by a run. What do you do?
Yeah, you got to get at least one of the first two men due up on base. Scott following Salvatore here. After that, it's back to the top of the order. So you need to need to put somebody between the base paths, at least one, for the top of your order.
Salvatore with the second hit in the win over the Braves, Game 1. It was a floater down the third base line and away from the reach of the man at third. A good look at Salvatore with a 1-1 count. He takes it inside after a ball assessed on the opposite side of the zone. Gonzalez with a good block, and he's going to step on the bag. 1 out after 3 offers. Now to Brian Scott, who's got a knock on the day on a line drive.
Now batting for the right fielder, number 3, Frostburg State University, Brian Scott.
Start off with an overcast day in Olney. They're starting apart at OBGC Park, and especially at First Responder Field, sponsored by Serpro Rockville Olney. Great crowd on hand. The Gold Standard in the League Bethesda Big Train with Scott flying this one on into the outfield grass for right. And I mentioned before, Cropdusters improving every single year. 2 outs. And Gazin outs are up, that is. He scored the first run of the day for the Cropdusters. They're down by a run. Moved up twice on a pass ball. Was saved after he grounded to second. And they got an out on Scott, who was moved from first to second after he had a line drive single to start off the third. This is the bottom of the fifth with a good take that time. And he's ahead of the count, 2 balls, no strikes at the plate, 2 outs. Fastball right at the face, eye level of Gazin. Cade Walter on deck. And this one off the side of the leg. Not the result you want, but still, hey, you're on first.
Yeah, especially as the leadoff man. You just want to try and reach base any way you can. Now you send it to Cade Walter, who, although he hasn't really gotten anything going so far in this game, we know what he did a week ago against this very team.
Great look at him again. Cade Walter, third plate appearance, has not had a hit on the day. Another pitch that the crowd does not like. The pitch goes inside of the zone, and it is a 1 count. Cade Walter of St. John's and of Jacksonville University waves at the 0-1. In the jam is Walter. Landry Winter in relief of Ketchum. Trying to get the third out. Will they get it on Gosden? No! A balk at the plate. Moving up to second is Gosden. Not a very good look there from the reliever. And at toe at the line at third base, it is Sal Colangelo. Relative of former major leaguer Mike Colangelo. And he's giving it to Tim Abell at first base, the umpire there. Well, you better watch out, though. This is probably the third time you come out there, make your case. You're 1 for 2 in terms of ejections and your appeals. Oh, you're 1 for 3 now. You're probably good.
Yeah, I mean, we know how high these tensions can rise, especially in a game of this magnitude. We know exactly what happened just a week ago with Kaiser Smith getting ejected, so you got to be careful with what you say, especially in the championship series.
Still an 0-2 count after the balk, and a man moves up to second. Guys in at second with a low pitch taken from Cade Walter. Moving away from the bag once more is Gosden. Off the plate that time, Cade Walter trying to get himself on. Delivery goes low towards the glove side of Gagan, the catcher. 2-2 the count, 2 outs. Cropdusters have the game time run aboard at second. Walter trying to drive him through. Continue this inning. Slight look over to guys in that second, and the pitch. High in that outside corner. Good take for Cade Walter to make the count full. Oh, he goes after the 3-2. Stranding Gosden yet again for the Cropdusters, who are still down by a run.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over.
Apologies for the late arrival back to the action at First Responder Field, sponsored by Serpro Rockville. We've got to let you folks know at home. Got to give a quick shout out to Top Dog Services and John Paulus, head groundskeeper at the park, working on the mound for the time being, as well as Henry Lewis getting some warm pitches through. Thanks to Top Dog Services for everything they do.
Yeah, fantastic job. Not only right there, but throughout the entirety of the past 24 hours, just trying to get this field into tip-top shape for this championship series. So, big shout out to them.
Great delivery against Panett to start off the 6th inning. Henry Lewis, a golden retriever. Maryland native as well, trying to get ahead of the count. Pitch synced into the zone, that lower spot. Ball 2 to go along with a strike against Panett. 0 for 2 on the day, grounded out to the middle of the infield against the Cropdusters, and he's ahead big time, 3-1 the count. Big time, swing and miss. Try to meet it outer half that time. Great work from Henry Lewis, showing off the fastball stuff. With a great crowd on hand. Henry Lewis strikes up the first batter. He sees in relief. One away to bring up Fuscolo in the 6th.
Yeah, what a great way to start things off. What a battle. He finds himself down in the count 3-1 and just works across 2 straight swinging strikes to finish things off.
High delivery on a slider. Henry Lewis trying to use a breaking ball against Fuscolo with an out so far in this inning. Lifted foul right near the bullpen of the big train. Even count for Fuscolo. The Kentucky Wildcat against the Golden Retriever of UMBC. Fourth offering on the way from the hand of Lewis. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Quick offer, Tim Abell with the late call at first base and the appeal. Says he went around. He digged it very low and off the plate and to the side. Ahead of the count is Lewis with the foul ball off the plate. The 5th offer is going to be sent aside and foul. Relieving pitcher Kyle Hopper of Jackson University has a good look at it and throws it to a kid behind the bullpen. No base runners on, though, With the action going on here, the reliever Lewis with a fastball, and it's sent aside and foul. Can he get into the field of play? Fuscola with a multiple foul balls, and he's waved aside. 6 offers to retire him. 6 pitches. He's out. Bring up Coleman with a strikeout once more. Lewis has got 2, and 2 batters facing this inning.
Yeah, not a strikeout-heavy pitcher. 17 strikeouts in 17 and 1/3 innings coming into this contest. More of a pitch-to-contact, kind of like Hartman, that sort of pitcher. Just opposing hitters batting just 203 against him on the season, but nice to see him kind of working in the fastball and working in the strikeout stuff as well.
With that last batter, Fuscola, we saw multiple foul balls off of his bat. Does that help you out in terms of how you're making contact? Does it give you confidence in what you got?
Yeah, well, I think it just showed the type of pitcher he is. He's the pitch to contact, and he likes to induce that weak contact, and that's exactly what he does there.
Couple of low pitches has him in the jam. 2-0 the count. Coleman has no base runners on for the Bethesda Big Train on the road. And he's going to look it up high. First 2 pitches going low right at his knees and away from the zone. This one going right at the helmets. Same level as it. Melton's the closest one to the infield grass. They will allow a base runner to move up. 4 count, 4 pitches, and a walk. Fourth batter to face for Henry Lewis. Struck out 2, allowed the walk. Will Hack struck out the last time he was up to bat, and that was in the 5th. Ground ball foul to start off this at-bat for him. Another Florida native, Will Hack, trying to get on base. Henry Lewis trying to shut the door on them. Here's the 0-1 on a breaking ball. Good block that time. Coleman does not move up. By the way, he didn't move up. I'm thinking he doesn't have confidence in what he can do as a base runner.
I think it's more Hop Salvatore got right there. Great job to jump up and get to that ball in time.
Nice delivery. Henry Lewis pumping by 1 in the lower spot. One, 2 the count. 2 outs in this inning and a 4 count walk with a guy at first. He didn't move up too much on the last 2 pitches. And this one is sent. Great pass. Oh, Hernandez did not make a great pass, but he was able to get in front of it. Two base runners on an infield knock.
Play was going to be at first base. I understand he's right by second, but he's coming at an awkward angle and kind of has to throw it behind his body, and it ultimately gets away from Boom at second. I think if he kind of gathers himself and makes a throw to first, I think he gets it there in time.
2 outs and 2 base runners on. And Henry Lewis working with that fastball. Misses the zone that time. Jack Gagan in the 9th spot up to bat. cheating over, or excuse me, that's Gosden cheating over to the bag at second. Salvatore coming up to talk to Henry Lewis. Now it's over. But it's a matter of after you've seen that selection, do you offer yourself at it? That's the question. Pitch going low. 3 balls, no strike the count. Henry Lewis getting some good reps in the championship series in relief of Logan Hartman. He's able to deliver one here. He loves to paint the fastballs in that lower portion of the zone. Two pitches away from potentially striking out a guy, or if the infield can help you out in any particular way. Instead, he will throw in a breaking ball in the zone. Good effort from Lewis as he was down on the count. He works it full. Galvin Morris looking patiently at Coleman. 2 base runners on. They'll try to move up. But it is futile as the third base runners on with a full count walk. Bring up Gramercy once more for the big train.
And just back-to-back innings with 2 out, walks issued, back-breaking ones at that, right? Gramercy issued the walk, and then Wright with the single, and then Gonzalez with the infield single. Same thing. Coleman draws the walk, and then Hacker reaches first, and Gagan able to reach base as well.
TJ Gramercy with a knock early in the game. Back in the third. This is the 4th time he's been up to bat, and this is the 6th. Top of the 6th with Henry Lewis throwing up a high pitch against him. The 5'9" outfielder with a big heart. He's usually a catcher for this team. As he looks through the 1-0 pitch. Low and away. Three base runners on. Coleman is at third. Will Hack at second. And at first is Gagan. 3-0 the count. Another pitch going outside of the zone low. Good helpful blocks that time for Salvatore behind the plate. Great pitch to go along with a 3-0 count. Fastball. Another pitch to the lower half. In a hurry, the 3-1 allows a base runner to score from third. 3-1 the score. It's Coleman at home. Third is Hack. Second is Gagan. At first is Gramercy. Bring up Brennan Wright. Brennan Wright of South Alabama from Starksville, Mississippi. College town. Home to the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Lewis is going to have a quick word with A.J. Rosenthal once more.
need a side, so just has to get an out any way he can.
Now visit's over. It was helpful for Hartman in the previous inning. Induced a 3-pitch at bat for Malvasio, who grounded to the first baseman in Dylan Melton. Start things off for Brennan Wright in the 2 spot. Has the knock already. Moving in the infield. As the pitch is nicely framed that time by Salvatore. And down on the count is Brennan Wright after the mound visit. Always helpful to get yourself back in the nice frame of mind. It's going to float down. RBI, 2 RBIs and a knock. Hack scores from third. Scoring from second is Gagan. The 2 base runners on still for the big train.
Yeah, and the hardest part is that it doesn't get any easier from here. You go from Gonzalez, and then if you can't retire him, to Malvasio, the guy who made you pay to begin the game.
In an important game. Game 1 of the championship series. Adam Leader with his first mound visit. Spelling the day for Henry Lewis of Ellicott City. He gives the ball back. We'll step aside.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over. And I'm the storm that's taking over. Echoes of your words, echoes of your words. I'm the storm that's taking over.
Two innings, 2 2/3 innings of work for Henry Lewis. Allowed 2 hits and 3 walks. Springs up Sean McCabe of VMI and of Fairfax, Virginia.
Yeah, unlike Lewis and Hartman, he really is that strikeout first guy. 19 strikeouts to just 6 walks so far on the season. Does have a 6.32 ERA. And with his team already trailing, this is without a doubt his most important relief appearance of the season.
Going up against the former Triple Crown winner of the league, Emilio Gonzalez. He was able to pump through one after the 1-0 pitch. Now falling back in the count. 2 outs in this inning. And 2 base runners on. Fights it off that time. Emilio Gonzalez of Cape Coral. Great work for McCabe to strike out the dangerous hitter in this lineup, Emilio Gonzalez. And they get out of the inning. Great work. Cropdusters find themselves down by 4 runs.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm a storm that's taking over. And I'm a storm that's taking over. Echoes of your words. Echoes of your words. I'm a storm that's taking over.
David Hernandez.
David Hernandez getting ready for his first at-bat on the day. Did pinch run for Sammy Berman. His day is over. And a great look for the Keller, New Mexico native against Winter. And he has a good take on the first offer.
Yeah, it's go time for the Cropdusters right now. I mean, they've come back from this type of deficit, especially against this team. We saw it a week ago, but it's getting late into this game. It's the bottom of the 6th, so it's time to strike.
And what a good time for them. Melton and Booma up. They're good hitters in their own right.
Yeah, Melton was leadoff man for the entire Brave series.
Yes. Hernandez with a nice ground ball that goes down the line. And he'll stand up at second with a double. An extra base knock. How about that, Peyton?
Yeah, a playoff riser right there. Hernandez thrown right into the fire after Berman taken out of the game, and he immediately comes in and makes an impact. Big-time extra base hit, the first extra base hit for the Cropdusters in this game.
And here he is right now, Dylan Melton. Hitless on the day, but a very crucial hitter if he can get on. Takes his spot batting left. Hernandez standing through at the base at second. Good take from a low offer from Winter. angling to his left. And looking at a pitch outer half. Dylan Melton, the former Golden Retriever, just transferred last few weeks to FAU. And out of Winter with the pitch. Swung at it up high. Balls to 2 strikes. Melton doing his best to stay firm, not crowding the plate as well. The guy who loves to use every inch of the box, batting left. Off to the side. This has been a very interesting at-bat. Couple of good takes, but not a good command of this at-bat going up against Winter. Winter trying to get into the zone. It's just misfired on the last pitch. Count runs full. Coleman has a good eye on Hernandez. 2 base runners on with no outs. It's knocked. Go along with a full count walk for Melton, who moves to first.
University, Ryan.
Yeah, Melton, despite being in the cleanup spot, operating just like the leadoff man. Just reach base any way you can. He does exactly that. He knows the situation. Now all of a sudden you've got 2 in between the base pads and no outs.
And it is Ryan Booma. Melton aboard, his first ever time on base as well as Booma. Can he get on is the case as he shows bunt, and it's at the line. Gonzalez with a late throw. It is in time, though, but 2 base runners move up. Sack bunt gets the job done. Ahern up to try to get some runs through in the 6th.
Ahern.
In a good spot. And is the DH on the day. In the 6th spot, Cadron Ahern. Grounders playable twice against the pitcher and the first baseman. Good look that time against Winter. Winter with a strikeout did allow a walk in this inning. As he unravels a fastball low and in the dirt. But a take that time from Ahern. A base runner on for the Cropdusters. As well as Melton at second. At third is Hernandez. With a wave and a miss down low. 1-2 the count. Moonshot beyond the first base dugout, or third base dugout, that is. And a good take. Get another even count for. Good offer that time, and the count runs even. Isn't it always crucial whenever you get multiple balls thrown your way?
Yeah, I've loved Ahern's approach. He's patient.
Full count. count over the head of Brennan Wright. Hernandez will score. Here comes and Melton. They will not throw it on through. 5-3 the score. And the crowd loving every single moment of it.
Yeah, what an awesome piece of hitting right there. Doesn't even swing for the fences. Just a beautiful routine line drive. Taken over the head of the second baseman. Fantastic job right there.
That's the statement shot you were looking for. Ahern with composure at the first base side. Bases clearing knock and a single brings up the pitching coach and former Baltimore Redbird and Craig Lopez. The day's over, it looks like, for Winter. Great relief work with a strikeout on the day.
Hey, Brian, I have a portable Wi-Fi shot. I have a portable Wi-Fi shot.
I stole your Ethernet cable though, so I don't know if you need that, but I kind of need it for the trackman. So what's wrong with it? Is this a new guy? 37. What we gonna do?
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm a storm that's taking over. And I'm a storm that's taking over. Echoes of your words. Echoes of your words. I'm a storm that's taking over.
For Zachary Winter, as he allowed Ahern to score. Two base runners in Hernandez and Melton. Zachary Movazzi with some early work in relief. Walked Andrew Duncan the last time he pitched against the Cropdusters. And he's missing the zone early against Duncan. He struck out Waring, though, in the 8th inning where the Cropdusters clinched the North and the regular season championship berth.
Yeah, last time he faced this team was thrown right into the fire. If you remember, Kaiser Smith got ejected and was just thrown right onto the mound.
Yeah, he was jawing at Cade Walter. You don't see that too often where a guy jaws at a star player like that.
Yeah, I still want to know what was said and what prompted Kaiser Smith to act the way he did and ultimately find himself out of the game.
After he was ejected, he was given a word to the third base umpire in that contest. 2-1 the count. Duncan with a favorable look. Hasn't been on base. But if you take a look at in this inning, 3 out of the 4 batters we've seen, they've got themselves on. Can Duncan add on to that tally? Favorable count with Ahern moving away from the bag at first. Tim Abel with another call on an appeal. Even count for Andrew Duncan, thinking to himself, what must I do? What will it take for me to get on base? But the crowd loves you. They're willing you on with a 2-2 count. A man on and an out in this inning. High and outside. Helpful for him. Full count for him going up against Malvasio. Oh, and it's a moonshot again. Duncan had this crowd on their pins and cushions and everything.
He went deep against this team all the way back on June 3rd, so he's no stranger to going yard against these big train.
The crowd willing on Duncan of Potomac, Maryland. First time he had a home run was against the big train in the home opener. And he waves at it late, going towards the upper half of the zone, a fastball. Malvasio strikes out him. Bring up Salvatore in the inning.
Giuseppe Salvatore.
Good strikeout stuff from Malvasio to retire the second out of this inning. Salvatore up. Johnstown, Colorado native. Takes a look at a pitch, lower half.
Is that a strike? Just down. Maybe right down the middle, down light.
He's looking at the lower part of the zone against Salvatore once more. An 0-2 count to the newest Lobo, as well as a Cropduster. Ahern did the job, but Salvatore cannot get on a base. Cropdusters are back in the game. 2 runs is the deficit they're at going into the 7th.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over. And I'm the storm that's taking over. Echoes of your words. Echoes of your words. I'm the storm that's taking
First field sponsored by as you
quite the day from the back in the first.
He's a do-it-all guy like you. Throughout the summer, he's been doing a lot of production work. Shit. Yeah. Anything goes wrong, I should get all the blame. 1-1 the count for Movazio as he takes it. And this one is nearly gloved on a late hop in front of Hernandez, moving to his right. A leadoff knock. Movazio aboard. Having a quick word with Joe McIntyre. Logan Panette on. Fourth plate appearance at first. Goes at the dugout at the third base side. Count. Foul ball. Panette closer to the zone with his up as he takes it outer half. Down on the count is he. McCabe of Fairfax does not have a strikeout. Actually does have a strikeout against Emilio Gonzalez. Can he get another one here? With a man on and no outs. It'll be sent aside. Fourth pitch from McCabe's and on the way in a moment. Went with a fastball on the previous 0-2. They'll redo it once more. Fourth pitch, 0-2 pitch. Is swung out inside. He tried to angle inside with it, and he is retired. Great strikeout work from McCabe to bring up Foscolo.
Yeah, that's his bread and butter right there. Loves to use the strikeout stuff, the swinging stuff, and once again on full play.
And showing you why he's a cadet. He does not have to get into a military role until he graduates. He's mulling if he wants to continue with ball or serve his country, so hope he does well with VMI in Lexington, Virginia. Foul ball for Foscolo. He's down the count early. Nice breaking ball, the delivery low and to that outside corner. That's sent near the pavilion. Beyond the first base line. Thought about moving away from the bag at first is Movazio. Got a line of a ground ball single. Shortstop. Hernandez tried to glove. He did partially block it, but it was not in his glove. They look his way, Movazio, at the bag at first. An out in this inning via a swinging strikeout on Panette. Endangering of striking out in this at-bat is Foscolo with an 0-2 count. As a man moves up, this one is fouled right near Galvin Morris's body. It took a hop, and it stayed fair at the third base line. One more time. The 0-2. He tried to meet it upstairs. And he'll head back to the dugout. Once more, another strikeout swinging. Brings up Coleman with 2 outs and a man still on.
Yeah, and using all parts of the zone, he gets Panette to chase inside, and then Foscolo gets him to chase upstairs.
A great base runner is Kieran Coleman. Going up against McCabe with a nice pitch. Hits the outer half against Coleman. 0-1 the count. 2 outs in this inning. 2 strikeouts delivered out of the hand of McCabe. And this one is sent over to Walter, who hasn't had much work in the outfield. Little bit of a trot. He makes a crucial 3rd out. Cropdusters strand on Movazio, one of the dangerous batters for the big lineup.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over. And I'm the storm that's taking over. Echoes of your words. Echoes of your words. I'm the storm that's taking over.
From Frostburg State University, Brian Scott.
Here we go with Brian Scott at the plate. In the 9th spot. Got a crucial line drive in the outfield. Against Malvasio this time. And he's going to send it that way in front of Gramsty. 1 pitch is all it takes for him to get on base.
Yeah, there can be a lot of pressure for a 9-hole hitter, knowing you have to send it back to the top of the order. But Scott, he's handled it admirably throughout the season, and especially in this game. 2 for 3 with a pair of singles. He's been just what the Cropdusters have needed in that 9-hole.
A line drive center field on 1 pitch for Brian Scott. Olney native for the Cropdusters. Here is Gosden. Western PA guy of Westchester University. Good take that time. Malvasio has a 2-run shot early on in this game. Made a 2-0 affair for 3 innings. Cropdusters were able to get a run via this batter in Gosden. Brought himself home with a pass ball, and he moved from 3rd to home. Scott firmly at the bag at first with Emilio Gonzalez on his side. Now we will step away from him. Gosden with a favorable 0-2 count. Couple of pitches going low on 2 fastballs. And here's one more. Dealt inner half. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count. And that inning where Gosden was able to score, got on a base on a grounder to short, They were able to get the out on Scott, but not the double play was not turned through. Stretch it up high as Malvasio, getting some quality work pitching against the Cropdusters, including the regular season and postseason, 3 strikeouts. Left up in the air to right field, it's Hack who's going to charge at it and get the crucial first out. Scott stays put at first. He does not tag up. And up is Cade Walter. Game tying run once more at the plate. Can Cade Walter get himself aboard? As Scott moves up, there's a throw trying to meet him, and he is out. Gutsy throw by Malvasio. Cheating around like he wasn't going to throw it, but he does.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness there from Scott. He wants to put himself in scoring position, especially after Gosden flies out, but just doesn't pay off right there.
A fly out for Gosden to go along with a caught stealing out. Walter tried to meet it upstairs. Late check swing. Lisa does not connect. 2 outs. Hernandez on deck. And it clips him. Second hit by pitch allowed in the last 3 innings. It was Winter who allowed Gosden move from home to first. Was stranded on in that inning. Walter is aboard for the second time on the day, but he was stranded at third in the first. A great look at Hernandez. A double in the previous inning. And lifts this one over to left field, opposite way of what Gosden had it. And it's an out. Fiscolo secures it. The Cropdusters still down by 2 runs. Big Train in the championship series.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm a storm that's taking over.
Top of the 8th inning. And picking up where he left off was Sean McCabe, 3 strikeouts. He had 2 against Panett and Fiscola in the previous inning. It's him up against Hack. 0-1 pitch. Grazes the outer half. 0-2 the count. Ali here with Peyton Yaus. It's a great action in the dying stages of the game, Peyton.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want, a closely contested contest going into the later stages of this game. The top 2 dogs. It's everything you want in a championship series.
Great block from Salvatore behind the plate. Well, it's back in the count. 1-2. The pitch. Sent over to Walter with a cheat inside. It stays out of his glove, and a man is aboard. Perfectly placed, line drive up the middle. Tenth hit on the day for the Big Train. They're up by 2 runs. Out of Jack Gagan, who was able to score in the previous, or in the 6th inning, that is, against the Cropdusters. Showing bunt. They move up with it. He swings away but offers. Has a blank look at the home plate umpire in Andrew Klinger. But he showed bunt nonetheless, and he offered. Once more. Cheating at the infield grass. It's Boma. 1-1 the count this time. An interesting look. Ryan Patrick Gosden. Gosden keeps moving over to first. This one is off the plate. Two balls to 2 strikes. Jack Gagan trying to move a man from first to second. Can he do it? Doesn't show bunt early. Slight contact and fouled off. Galvin Morrison with a good marching order for the Big Train, who were up by 2 runs. Gagan in the 9th spot with a 2-2 count. Takes it up high. 3-2 the count, a full count. And he sends this over to Hernandez. And the turn, yes, sir, it is in time. Hernandez, Gosden, 2, Milton.
Yeah, that's great to see from McCabe right there. He's been using the swing and miss stuff pretty much throughout the entirety of his time on the mound today, but he knows with a runner on first, he has a chance to turn 2. Instead of trying to blow one past Gagan, with a fastball or something, puts it on the ground, turns 2. Great job right there from McCabe. He knows the situation and executes.
Great pitch. Lower corner inside on Gramercy. But getting back to that last mention you made, right? You got the double play through, but it goes to just show you how the infielders work. They just work fluidly. They're just doing a great job out there.
Yeah, and I mean the communication, a big part of it, right? You don't even have Hernandez out in the infield up until a few innings ago because of Berman, and then everybody gets moved around. Gosden, Buma, everybody having to switch places, and they still pull it off to perfection.
And they keep it a close game. 1-2 the count on Gramercy. Couple of pitches, called a strike. The last one went outside of the zone. 4th offer is met there by Gramercy, but into the backstop it goes. Getting his footing is McCabe from Fairfax. Tries to work the breaking ball through. It went up high in the zone. Just out of it, though, too. And now he finds himself in a 2-2 count as Gramesty. Over to set. There you go. Something does stick in the glove of Cade Walter. Line drive in and out as he cheated on through. Cropdusters with that double play get back up to bat down by 2 runs.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over.
Dylan Melton will get things going in the bottom of the 8th. Scored on that 2 RBI knock line drive from Ahern. He had a walk. And here he is leading things off, Peyton.
Yeah, nice to see him leading off. He's a guy who's been in the leadoff spot a number of times so far this season. You now find him in the cleanup spot, but great to see him leading off in such a huge, high leverage situation.
With a good take, it's still Movasio's mound in relief of Winter. They chased him out, the Cropdusters did, back in the 6th. Sack bunt, which moved up Melton to second, and a third in Hernandez. They both scored on Ahern's knock. Pitch up the middle of the zone. Great fastball. Great delivery. 2-1 the count. Late call from Klinger. Mention it time and time again. With Hartman, who was the starting pitcher for the Cropdusters, as well as this pitch. Now it is a 3-2 count. But patient with it at the plate is Melton, as he is safe and moving to first. Another walk, why not?
Yeah, it's back-to-back walks, and that's what he does. Doesn't really need to swing at anything to make an impact.
Ryan Boma moved up 2 base runners with the sack bunt in the 6th. What does he have in store against Malvasio here in the 8th? A low squat for Boma at the plate, trying to get all that power, but he doesn't offer at it early. A Emilio Gonzalez with a quick chat with his counterpart at the first base side. Slowly creeping away is Melton over there at the bag. He's base running. He slides back, though, nonetheless. Takes him a couple of seconds to get up. Why not? The 1-0 fought off. MEC Freshman of the Year in 2024. For the Frostburg State University program. Melton over there at first. Low pitch. Good look at that time from Boma. The 2-1 from Movazio's hand. Not making its mark on the zone. The crowd loves it. They'll eat up anything they see. This Cropdusters team, they've got a great fan base. You've got to see it.
Yeah, I mean, this is this is the epitome of it. You have every single seat here pretty much filled.
Lifted up in the air to right field, shallow, 2 base runners. No, will stay 1. It was fair, caught there on the run by right. Will Hack given support. An out, and Melton still at first.
Report from Lehigh University, Cade Ahern.
One more time. Cajun Ahern of Woodbine with a crucial knock in the 6th. He will start off this performance with a good look. Pitch opposite side of the zone, taken that time by Ahern. Lehigh Mountain Hawk. Got to pitch in a couple of innings for the Cropdusters late in the regular season. The 6th spot in this lineup, we'll look at it again. And this one towards the lower half of the zone. On deck is Andrew Duncan. 1 out and a man on. Melton still put at first. 4 pitches and Ahern with an even count. Brennan Wright, anxious to see what the 2-2 has in store, but for the time being, Gagan coming up to the pitcher in Malvasio. Great pitching, I should say, Peyton, as well as that hit early. This big train really in the lead, and it's been helpful.
Yeah, and there's such a talented bunch. Kind of epitomizes that. I mean, you have a guy who can make an impact at the plate, but also on the mound.
Just a quick look for Ahern. He slices it down the first base line and foul. Quick jog back to first for Melton. The lone base runner got the count to run full. His counterpart Gonzalez in tow. Waiting to see what his star hitter Malvasio in that spot has in store. It's fed through, but Ahern with a cheat and a foul ball. Here's the 2-2. Melton finally moves. And he is safe. 3-2 the count at the plate. A pitch going upstairs on Ahern. And Gagan does not glove it. Safe at second is Melton. If Ahern can get on, the tying run will be at first base. It depends on Malvasio's 3-2. And it's up in the air, but still in the reach for Gramesty. Melton will not move from second to third. Ahern out. 2 outs in this inning brings up Duncan in the 8th.
Yeah, that's the pitch you want if your Ahern just gets a tiny bit too far underneath it, and unfortunately, Gramesty right there to make the catch.
Great spot for Andrew Duncan. Trying to get a hit in the crucial spot. 7th spot in the lineup for him. Andrew Melton staying put at second base. Oh, and he hooks it foul to the left. Was there any doubt he's got that contact?
Yeah, he's done that a number of times in this game. Just made tremendous contact out and all the way around and just pulled it too far to the left.
Oh, 1 this time. Over to the shallow center field side. Here comes Melton scoring from second. Duncan, the monkey's off his back. Great knock to catch Gramesty flat-footed.
Yeah, and I can't even imagine how relieved he must be. I mean, his first base knock since July 20th against Alexandria, and he comes through in a big way. So all of a sudden, it's a one-run contest. Cropdusters still threatening.
And the crowd will get behind Giuseppe Salvatore. An RBI and a knock for Duncan, scoring a man from second. And here comes Craig Lopez once more. Even though you give up the run in Malvasio, hey, can't really think too much about it. You know, you put up a valiant effort hitting as well as pitching. To his credit, 2 strikeouts in relief of Winter. Solid 3 innings of work. Trying to get that crucial 3rd out. With a man aboard at first. First hit in the playoffs for Duncan. Salvatore trying to get another knock to move him up.
Let's hear it, Cropdusters fans!
The crowd's cheering wildly for Salvatore. And a man moves up, a swing and a miss, and a high throw! Duncan was not looking at a throw down that was errant out of the hand of the catcher, Gagan. He's looking around like, hey, what happened there? Are the jitters getting to me?
Yeah, you could tell Gagan. I mean, the second it left his hand, it was going to airmail the second baseman, and that's exactly what happens. Unfortunately, Duncan, I mean, for good reason, not a guy who steals so many bases, just concentrated on the task at hand, just gets into second, doesn't really think about third, but still, that's a stolen base nonetheless.
Low pitch gathered by Gagan right near the batter's box where it's occupied by Salvatore, who steps away, grazing it, and now he's back on, engaged. A man at second with a stolen base. Duncan cheating a little bit further out of the bag at second. And the pitch unravels outside of the zone. Crucial reps for Malvasio, pitching in relief of Winter. has got the crowd at First Responder Field, sponsored by Serpent Rockville, abuzz. And is fouled into the grandstand. Takes a hop. Glad that nobody was contacted on that one. 2-2 the count for Salvatore at the plate. We haven't seen it this summer for the Cropdusters, Peyton. This floor is shaking, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think the loudest we've seen it up to this point was that final regular season game against East Big Train when Cade Walter had his iconic three home run game. But yeah, this place is rowdy for sure.
High pitch and a 3-2 count. Crowd loves it here. But there are pockets of Big Train fans in attendance. Trying to cheer on Malvasio. Kieran Coleman cheating right near the bag where Duncan is at. Back, behind, and fouled. Everybody hanging on by a thread, seeing what Salvatore's got. Can he get some more juice out of the crowd? Malvasio, another contact on a fastball up high. Salvatore sends it behind.
Yeah, and the more he drives up that pitch count, the more taxing it's going to be on Malvasio, who is in the due-up in the top of the ninth. So just imagine how that has to feel for him.
Long at bat for Salvatore after Duncan scored a man from second. And he swings after it. The Cropdusters got another run through. And they've cut the lead by 1 run. In the ninth we go. Oh.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm a storm that's taking over.
Crucial top of the ninth defensively for the Cropdusters. Can they get 3 outs in this inning? Brennan Wright due up, but you've got Gonzalez and Malvasio behind him in the lineup.
Yeah, if you're the Big Train, this is the group you want up if you're trying to tack on at least one more insurance run. Wright with 2 base knocks, one of those being a 2 RBI single. You have Gonzalez, who's done his thing, and then obviously Movasio with the 2-run home run as well.
Called strike to go along the foul ball to the left side, away from the field of play. Sean McCabe still working at the mound with 3 strikeouts to his name. Last one came in the 7th to retire Foscolo. And a pitch taken inside. You start the count off with a 1-2 count. Brennan Wright early on with a jam up at the plate. With some good looks, he's working his way back in it. Key to McCabe is, can he hit the inner corner of the zone? He does, with a foul fly ball, that is. That's gloved by Scott on the run at the warning track. 1 out. Now to Emilio Gonzalez in the 9th. And a late offer for Gonzalez at the plate. Again, McCabe ahead of the count. And he swings at it. A low pitch and a fastball from the hand of McCabe. No balls. 2 strikes. 1 pitch going inside, the other one lower half to go along with a foul ball off the side of the bat for Gonzalez. How about 4 offerings to get the out on Gonzalez here in the 9th? It'll have to wait. He's leaning back with it. A guy who loves to make contact with it early. Did not offer at the first offering. This is the 5th offering from the hand of McCabe of Fairfax and of VMI. 0-2. Check swing. And he is out. Great work from McCabe. Mike McCarthy with the appeal and the confirmation.
Yeah, and for as hot as Gonzalez has been, I mean, the Cropdusters have really had his number. That's his 3rd strikeout. Only allowed him to reach base via 1 walk and an infield single. So I think that's a big win if you're the Cropdusters pitching staff.
Now to Malvasio with Abe having multiple strikeouts. 2 in the 7th, 1 in relief of Lewis in the 6th. He's able to pump it by Malvasio. 0-1 the count. And he swings at it again. Outer half that time. He has a word with Klinger. Another jam of potential for Malvasio against McCabe. And he swings after it. The pump up. The exuberation coming out of the pores of McCabe. Cropdusters trying to get a crucial knock in the bottom of the 9th.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over.
Bottom of the ninth here in Olney, Maryland. First responder field sponsored by Serpent Rockville, Olney. Sun's gone, lights are on bright, Peyton, and it is Brian Scott who's got many a knock in the semifinals. He's up to bat once more.
Yeah, I mean, was there ever a doubt that the first game, at least the first game of this series, would come down to the final frame? I mean,
And
in
it
my
is
mind, never a doubt. But yeah, you can't script this any better. You've got the hometown kid here leading things off. So exciting. This is what you dream of.
And it is against Kaiser Smith. Gave up that go-ahead run in the eighth to clinch the North for the Cropdusters. It was against Cade Walter. And with Brian Scott leading things off with a 1-0 count, you're definitely going to see Cade Walter in this inning if you're Kaiser Smith.
Yeah, you'll have a chance for your revenge. Walter, third man, due up, so chance for that revenge to occur.
Low pitch and a 2-0 count. Brian Scott giving all of the pain to the guy relieving for Movazio and Smith. Nice delivery, not in the zone that time. 3 balls, no strikes. The right-hander in relief. Delivers the 3-1. Upper half. Gosden and the top of the order waiting patiently to see what happens with Scott. A favorable count for him. And Smith, the deal. Outside of the zone. An emphatic swipe of the bat away from his hand. The leadoff man is aboard with a 5-pitch walk.
Yeah, a tremendous job by Scott once again. So much pressure on him, sending it back to the top of the order, and he remains patient. And now, all of a sudden, the winning run up to bat.
And how about this? Adam Leader with a swagger to his step over to the batters in the lineup. Walter, Gosden, and Hernandez. Little conference of some sorts. Melton as well as Coach Mike Evans, the bench coach, having a word. And it's starting to settle on their minds. The gold standard in the league. 12-time Ripken League champions. What do you do in the late stages of the game?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, just to think about the dynamic, right? I mean, this is a big train team that has been here pretty much every single season, save for a few. And you have the Cropdusters, the new kids on the block. They're in their first ever championship series, so it's just a tale of two teams.
The tying run at first. The go-ahead run is aboard with a fake bunt swing away. It's called a strike. And a stolen base for Scott. He slides with his feet on the bag before the throw can get across the diamond. Vertically. And the crowd loves Gosden, who is down in the count. 1 ball to 1 strike. Kaiser Smith. And the crowd does not like the call. Probably a time violation on Kaiser Smith. Every single play is crucial in this bottom of the ninth inning. Wouldn't you agree, Peyton?
Yeah, I mean, just tension so high here, emotion so high. Like we said, Smith got ejected the last time. I can't even imagine what it's like being up here in an even higher leverage situation.
A warning assessed to Adam Leader, though, with a slight motion. Hey, did I hear you correctly? Was that not a balk? Does Scott not move up to third? He's at second still with Smith throwing a pitch. A fastball missing the zone. Even count for Gosden with a 1-1 count. A take that time, and why not? Nothing sticking for Kaiser Smith in the last pitches he's thrown against Gosden. Gosden got the game going for the Cropdusters with a ground ball up the third base side in an inning where they had 2 hits. And another take for the Westchester Golden Ram. Scored a crucial run on July 3rd against the Big Train, a drive-in bullhouse. A stand-up triple for him as it was fought at the side by Movazio. He will walk Patrick Gosden. 5 pitches, it all is all it would take. Cade Walter, the guy who got the go-ahead run back last Wednesday, is up once more against Kaiser Smith.
You genuinely cannot script this any better. I mean, first game of the championship series, and you've got Kaiser Smith, the guy who got ejected, pitching to this man right here, Cade Walter.
Yeah, Adam Leader in the face of Andrew Klinger again. But all the pressure on Kaiser Smith, but Colangelo coming up to him in a hurry. What do? Do you talk to your infield? Do you tell him to move up? But Adam Leader, a very great coach, a guy who loves to help out his players as much as he can. At Reservoir High School, he mentioned to us when we met him back in May, he loves to sit at a basketball game and, hey, it's a guy who cheers you on if he knows you.
Yeah, a leader of men. I think the last name couldn't be any more fitting, but this is a guy who takes great pride in what he does and in the players that he produces.
Immediate family in attendance for Adam Leader. Now visit's over. They still have Kaiser Smith on the mound. A pitch taken at the torso. No outs, though. We've got to keep relaying that to you at home. 2 walks allowed in this inning and no outs. Scott at second, and at first it's Gosden. He swung at it, though. He is thinking to go long. One ball to 1 strike on a take from Cade Walter at the plate. And he swings at it again. Jack Gagan, foul tip. He corrals it. He stumbled too. But he is safe and ready to go. Standing up straight and now lurching back behind the plate. Kaiser Smith trying to edge out Cade Walter. Or can Walter get on base? Oh, it's popped up right at the third base dugout, away from the glove of Panette, who was over there. New ball presented into the hand of Kaiser Smith on the mound. Here's Cade Walter once more with 2 base runners on. 1-2 the count. The pitch is going to be lifted over right field, and it is caught there by Hack. 2 base runners still on. Kaiser Smith, with that fly out, gets the better of Cade Walter.
Yeah, when he flew it out to right field, I can't help but think that he got flashbacks to a week ago.
An out on Cade Walter. Springs up David Hernandez against Kaiser Smith this time. Pitch taken outside. In the win against the Braves ejected in an at-bat where he was like, hey, I'm not going to the bunt, so whatever I can do, I'm going to swing at it or offer. He clips it off the bat, and to the right it goes. A foul ball to go along with a ball outside of the zone. Kaiser Smith against Hernandez with an out. Fouled off again. Hernandez down to the count again against Kaiser Smith. Stonewall, Louisiana guy against the Keller, New Mexico batter. Righty-righty matchup in the ninth with 2 base runners on. Pitch taken up high. Even count for Hernandez with a 2-2 count. Smith with 1 out, trying to get out of the jam. And the pitch is taken low. That does not help out your prospects here in the ninth. Three-two the count. Hernandez against Smith. With a take? No, it's not. It hits the inner half. The crowd in dejection. Still 2 base runners, though. That's helpful, though, Peyton.
Yeah, but now all of a sudden you have just 1 out to play with, so your entire approach changes if you're Melton.
Now Melton, as well as the 2 base runners. Gosden, as well as Scott. They're all having a word with Ahern, as well as Boma.
You can't ever umpire a game of this kind of a magnitude again.
Crowd's getting restless. They don't like this umpire. A young man trying to break it in the profession. Here's Dylan Melton. Who looks in ball 1 against Kaiser Smith. After striking out Hernandez, you're down on the count of 1-0. Smith unleashes the 1-0 and then misses the zone in that low spot as well. Melton with a nice knock, a line drive. Here comes Scott, scoring his spot at second. We are tied. Jimmy Bell congratulates him. What a crowd. What a base runner. Scott in his 5th time with the Cropdusters. What a base run.
And what an incredible job by Melton, right? We talk so much about his plate discipline, how he doesn't need to swing the bat to make an impact, but he does it right there. He knows the situation, knows that reaching base probably via the walk isn't going to be the best thing for the situation. He swings a fantastic job. Not the hardest hit ball by any means, but he does exactly what he needs to do. Brings in Scott, and it's a tie game.
Boomer with a good look. Now, what do you do if you're Kaiser Smith? Nobody warming up in the bullpen for the big train. But Melton put it in a great spot. And Bomo will send this one over to Gramsty. He's got it on the run. And we're going to extra innings. Top of the 10th we go.
I think this is the first extra innings game we've had all season. Wow.
And it should be a sweet one if the outcome goes for the Cropdusters. We're tied at 5-5.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm a storm that's taking over. And I'm a storm that's taking over. Echoes of your words. Echoes of your words. I'm a storm that's taking over.
The first time all summer, including road and home games, Cropdusters have been in extra innings. But the good news is you're not facing Malvazio and you're not facing Gonzalez in the 10th. But this one is sent over for Scott against Panette.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's still a different beast, right? I'm sure these Cropdusters have played in extra innings at their respective colleges and universities, but I mean, throughout the summer, it doesn't even cross your mind. Now all of a sudden, you're put into this situation that you've never been in before.
One pitch, a fastball to retire Panette on a fly ball over to Scott. A quick trot to his side. And now it's up to Foscolo with it angling at shallow center. Hernandez with a good cheat. 2 pitches and 2 outs in a hurry.
And a great job right there, because it's only the first pitch, right? And he's keeping that pitch count down. And for McCabe, who's been in this game for a number of innings at this point, you're trying to save the bullpen as much as you can, albeit in extra innings. Great job right there, getting the offer on the first pitch.
Low pitch that time. 3rd one in this inning. It's against Coleman, who's got a knock and a walk in this game. Nice delivery. Middle half against Coleman. The Cave's got 5 strikeouts in relief of Lewis. Down in the count is Coleman with 1 ball to 2 strikes. This one off the backstop. The delivery is outside. McCabe with a 2-2 count. 7th offer in this inning against the 3rd batter in the 10th. High pitch. Full count walk. Coleman up to first. Now it springs up Will Hack. This is the 3rd time we've seen 2 outs and a walk.
Yeah, and hoping like the previous ones, it doesn't compound.
Will Hack talking to Galvin Morris of Northern Virginia. 20 years ago was a member of the South Lakes Seahawks baseball staff. Giving a command to Hack. A base runner at first. It's Coleman, and the deal coming through from McCabe's hand. Great pitch, and it eventually makes it past the plate. Crowd quieting to see what McCabe has in store for the big train. Great pitch, and he meets it upstairs. 0-2 the count. High pitch. Good take for Hack on a breaking ball. One, two is set aside. Making contact with the curveball is Will Hack. McCabe in this inning forced a flyout and then a pop fly to short. And a fly ball that time. Still a 1-2 count, 2 outs for Hack deep in the lineup. Oh, it's sent over to the line, and it is fair. Galvin Morris is going to wave home a guy from first. Coleman is going to score the 6th run. A standing double and an RBI for Hack.
Trackman says it's fair. It doesn't say
If you're McCabe, I mean, there's really not much you can do right there. You get him to pull it, you think it's going to go foul. But, I mean, just a few inches away from being that foul ball that he wanted. Just a crushing break.
But you got 2 outs, though. So McCabe now against Gagan. Outer half. Time to settle if you're McCabe. 5 strikeouts in relief work. And we're ready to go here. Wait. It's Jack Gagan still trying to get himself positioned for this at-bat. Down on the count, no balls, 1 strike. And a guy who doesn't have a hit on the day. But it's over to Hernandez, who cheated to his left. Melton standing up straight. He thought that, hey, it's not. The big train do score 1, stranding 1 as well. And we'll step aside. Bottom of the 10th. First time the Cropdusters are up to bat in extra innings.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over. And I'm the storm that's taking over. Echoes of your words. Echoes of your words. I'm the storm that's taking over.
Let's make some noise for Kane.
Here is Adrian Ahern in the bottom of the 10th. He scored the second and the third run via Hernandez and Melton on a line drive in the 6th. How can he repeat that performance?
Yeah, maybe not the guy you want up, but definitely one of the guys towards the top of the list.
He will send this into the outfield grass. It is caught, though, by Coleman. One pitch and an out. Springs up Duncan, who's able to score the 4th run on his own right. Another line drive, but it was from Duncan in the 8th. Let's see how he fares in the bottom of the 10th. Fastball inside against Duncan from the hand of Smith. And Duncan will send this up in the air over at the warning track at left center. Cropdusters down to an out here. 2 outs. Bring up Salvatore.
Batting next to catcher number 31 from the University of New Mexico, Giuseppe Salvatore.
Salvatore in it against Smith. The foul ball. Line drive is caught there by Brennan Wright. Game is over. And the Big Train have a 1-0 series lead in the Ripken League Championship Series.
Yeah, I mean, this is what the Cropdusters do. I mean, they are a gritty team. They fight back. They were down by 4 runs, came all the way back to tie it. I know they don't finish the job, but you gotta take a lot of positives away from this. And I mean, I know the easy thing to do right now is kind of dwell on the loss, but you just got to put it behind you and just go win the next 2. That's all you need to do.
Yes.
Just go win the next 2 games, and you're the Ripken League champion. Very doable for these Cropdusters.
And so with that, the loss goes to Sean McCabe, heroic with 5 strikeouts. And the win goes to Kaiser Smith. So we'll see you all tomorrow in Bethesda First pitch is at 7 for Peyton Yao, Somali Ali. We'll see you in Bethesda for Game 2 of the Championship Series in the Ripken League.